I just know they're from. I just don't know any more about it. Oh, well. For some place.
Oh.
You know, I'm going out of town. Neighborhood.
I know she's working.
Well, I mean, you know, there are a lot of common names out there, but that doesn't mean there's too many around.
That's true.
You know, find that.
No, but she's like, I really need
Nurse.
restaurant in Indy.
Get time to work.
She used to make $2 over, so. Plus, expensive things are, you know.
Because there's every time you want.
10 years.
Yeah.
You would have to work away. So she says, Mom, I'm just gonna go and work it.
Get it done, yeah, it's done. Yeah, we start.
Oh, they found you.
Yeah. I want to, I've got this many years and a little bit before you have to.
Yeah, and then you guys got a new Republican, but did you see that? He's running as a Republican.
No.
I heard that last week. Not this.
A month ago, we heard the vote.
Missing.
Have a pretty good- Oh, I know. Saw,
That's where I heard it.
I saw people who had filed.
Last thing I see.
So.
All right.
I'm there.
Yeah, there we go.
Usually quick about it.
I'm very pissed about it.
Maybe so. Yeah, but. I didn't know there, I always wondered if there was a.
Oh, there's-
There's one on the back wall back there. Well, it's off an hour.
No, he's fine.
I didn't know that was there. That's, yeah, that's the
He
question.
wants to be in jail.
15 years, been off.
I would do that.
I would too.
I'm a very good source.
That'd be a story.
I did a what?
And it will be. Hold your phone.
It's in 30 minutes total, yeah.
Okay. I had lunch today with, Kyle from Miles, Clark. Oh, yeah. And Tim Ard. Anyways, Miles, he, his district, had to say something.
We're missing.
And we all just sat there and laughed.
Doing?
Good. Good.
See
You know,
Yeah.
I remember, he always called Carol woman.
Still in the district. Yes, no, that's one.
Yeah, and, Robbie boy, he called Heather girl. I just, they all just laughed about that. It's just how funny.
Andrew.
The sheriff was talking. Yeah. Be here with us.
It's 6 o'clock. Yeah.
No.
Call the proceedings to order. And the first item of business will be recognizing Mr. Bond to lead us in the moment of silence and invitation to please rise.
Mr. Chairman, we will have a moment of silence to honor and remember those who have served and sacrificed their lives in our groups. Thank you. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you together tonight, and we thank you for the opportunity to meet and work collectively. If you would, please fill hearts with gratitude for the gifts and talents that each person elected or appointed brings to the citizens of Vermilion County. Guide our efforts with purpose, but also with grace, and help us see the bigger purpose behind our needs. Grant us clarity in our goals and unity in our efforts, so that we may serve one another and honor you at the same time. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Go to the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, which stands one nation. Justice.
Reconvening the meeting from October 14th, Madam Clerk, would you call the
Otter, Vaughn.
Here.
Lodi.
Present.
Boyd.
Here.
Butler. Here. Echo.
President.
Golden.
President.
Green. Hawker. Henderson. Poe. Jackson.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Lamar. Tim McFadden.
Here.
Big McFadden.
Here.
McMahon.
Here.
Morgan.
Here.
O'Kane. Perlman.
Here.
Shepherd. Stark.
Here.
Steinbach.
Present.
Watson.
Here.
Dan Wright. Gary Wright.
Here.
Steve Miller.
Present.
Twenty-one present, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We have a quorum. The next order of business is the 4A, consideration of the adoption of the annual budget appropriation ordinance for the 25-26 tax year. Mr. Hawker, you're recognized for that presentation.
Thank you. I would like to move to rescind the reading of the ordinance and pass the fiscal year combined annual budget appropriation ordinance for Union County.
You can dispense with the reading.
Suspense.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Johnson. Hawker, you're recognized.
Thank you. I would first of all like to thank you. It's been about an 8-month process, and thank everybody that assisted. We've had great cooperation from our elected officials, department heads, the finance committee, and Cassie Carter, our financial resources director. I believe it's a good budget. We all haven't agreed on everything, but overall, I think things are good. I'd like to just make a few points about the budget. First of all, the EVA increased from 1,323,361,397 to 1,428,491,225. So the EVA has increased. The total rate, the tax rate, decreased from 1.26 to 1.2. That is the second year in a row that the board has been able to decrease the tax rate. And the year before that, we were able to hold the rate. So that's a good thing. The health insurance savings to the county was $645,141. I think that's very important to look at, because I think if you follow the news, all the other governmental entities have seen a great increase, not a decrease in the service. So I think that's something that's positive in this budget. The liability coverage increased by $146,842, which is a definite increase, but I think any of you that look at your own private homeowners insurance sees that got to increase. The Danville Public Building Commission, the new contract was increased by 6% on top of the annual increase of 3%. This is due to capital and maintenance expense. Total increase of $432,300. The animal shelter transfer decreased by $455,615. I'd like to remind everybody, raises are not included in this money. But that is sort of Mr. Chairman.
Are there any questions or comments on this budget? Mr. McFadden.
I have two, Mr. Chairman. We all got an email from Mr. Russell. And I run it through our state's attorney. There's been questions raised, do we have authority to make changes to their budget? And based on the early information, because it came to us late, and it's like it hasn't had to go into depth into. But she believes that we do not have the authority to make changes to their budget because they are governed by their own. And should we have made changes to that budget?
Well, if you want my opinion, I think we do have that authority. In fact, we changed it in October of 2023.
But I'm going by council.
Pardon me?
So now we have two different attorneys saying two different things. How are we supposed to? How are we supposed? How
That
is
happens every day of the year.
Uh,
That happens every day of the year.
Absolutely. But do we have the authority to change their budget when they're governed by their own board?
My opinion, we do.
And it's misleading that we don't. So where do we go?
Well, it's my opinion that we vote on this budget. If anyone wants to make an amendment to add in that $4,500, they can certainly do that, and it's not gonna keep me awake at night. We treated this department like we treated every other department.
All this is over $2,500.
4,500, I believe, is an accountant. And it's not that we're not going to give this money.
Oh, absolutely, but
We're going to give it after the negotiations are complete. We treated this department like we treated every other department.
sure, but the question, that's not the issue. Do we have the authority to change their board's budget?
Well, I think it's a short-lived controversy. We all know we're gonna put this money in there, and I've told you twice, and I'll tell you 3 times, I think it's within our purview to do that.
Okay, and then I have a strong question. It's very well known that our animal shelters in dire repair, need repair. But we only budgeted $500 for building repair.
Well, to be honest, I haven't looked at that item, but I can assure you that we are going to do what we need to do to both improve the facility, and with comments I'm gonna make later, we may go way beyond that.
But, you know, with that much needed repair, we could have budgeted a little bit more than $500 to fix the building.
So ask Cassie to weigh in on this.
It's in the building ground, but if you look on.
The other is in the building, for instance, but not in.
And there for the,
I'm just looking at it, I was going through line.
yeah, if you look under, department, it's in under the general fund, page. You find that one. Page 29, animal control, maintenance, repair, buildings, there's a $200,000 line. Yeah,
But is that the remaining from the air conditioning that never got repaired, or is that in addition to?
that will be, we budgeted 200,000 last year, this current year, and then another 200,000 in 506.
So we have $400,000.
No, we didn't spend it from last year, so we left it the same for this year in anticipation of doing it this
Okay, so the only thing we're doing is repairing air conditioning, not that.
No, it was actually overall, it wasn't just dedicated for HVAC, it was also for any other repairs or needs that came up at the animal shelter.
Okay.
Okay,
Any other questions? Roll call.
Potter.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Bodine.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Echo.
Yeah.
Golden.
Yes.
Green.
Yes.
Hawker.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Tim McFadden.
Yes.
Dick McFadden.
I'll abstain from the coroner's portion of the budget and then vote no.
McMahon.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Krillman.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Steinbach.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
Gary Wright.
Yeah.
Steve Miller.
Yes.
20 yes. 1 no, 1 abstain, 6 absent.
Record the, let's see.
Okay, for the record, 20 yes, 1 no, 6 absent.
Motion carries. Ordinance is adopted. Item 4B is annual tax study.
Move to dispense with the reading and pass the 25-26 annual tax levy.
Is that?
Second.
Basically, as I said earlier, the tax rate will stay down, the levy itself, I think pretty much the same as what last year. Without any major change.
Any questions? Roll call.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Bodine.
Yes.
Boyd.
Mr. Boyd? Let's pass him for the moment.
Butler.
Yes.
Echo.
Yes.
Golden.
Yes.
Green.
Yes.
Hawker.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Tim McFadden. Dick McFadden.
Yes.
McMahon.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Krillman.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Steinbach.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
Gary Wright.
Yeah.
Otter.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes, I'm having some
Steve Miller?
technical issues. Yes.
I vote yes.
21 yes, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, and I would just like to thank everybody with the cooperation for large tax and working with that.
Motion is carried, the ordinance is adopted. Okay, we will be adjourning this, meeting. Is your motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
Do that. Mr. Vaughn, thank you. Second. Mr. Morgan, thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it. Meeting of October 14 reconvened is adjourned. So we're ready to take the agenda for our November 18 meeting. We'll have call the order of that meeting, and Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Otter. Vaughn.
Yes.
Bodine.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Butler. Here. Echo.
Yes.
Golden.
Present.
Green.
Here.
Hawker.
Yeah. Here.
Henderson. Poe. Jackson. Johnson. Lamar. Tim McFadden.
Here.
Dick McFadden. McMahon.
Here.
Morgan.
Here.
O'Kane. Krillman.
Here.
Shepherd. Stark.
Here.
Steinbach. Watson.
Here.
Dan Wright. Gary Wright.
Here.
Steve Miller. 21 present, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Quorum. So, next item is 3, adoption or amendment to the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? Mr. Eccles, thank you. Second, Mrs. Butler. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Those no, the motion is adopted, the agenda is approved. We have item 4, approval of the minutes. Are there any comments about the minutes? Can I have a motion to approve, please? Mr. Bodine, thank you. Second. Mr. Rowland, thank you. Any discussion? All in favor of the minutes, say aye. Those no, the ayes have it, minutes are approved. Next is item 5, report on claims for October. I would, we dispense with the reading and put this on file, the report of claims. Is there a second? Start, thank you. Any questions, comments about the report on claims? Roll call, please.
Otter. Yes. Bond.
Yes.
Bodine.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Butler. Yes. Echo.
Yes.
Golden.
Yes.
Green.
Yes.
Hawker.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
McFadden. Big McFadden.
Yes.
McMahon.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Quillen.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Steinwall.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
Gary Wright.
Yes.
Steve Miller.
Yes.
21 yes, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Motion is adopted. Next is raffle poker run application list for October. You have that before you. Is there a motion to approve? Mr. Hawker, thank you. Second. Watson, thank you. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The list is approved. Item 7, audience comments. Each person has 3 minutes. The rest of the board.
Looking it over, no noise, 7 years. Yeah, it's.
We can get that back.
No, it's okay, thank you very much, just. Okay, by 2030, the United States will need to manage around 1 million tons of solar waste panels. This number is expected to grow to 10 million tons by 2050, making the US the second largest producer of solar panel waste globally. Currently, only about 10% of decommissioned panels are properly recycled. You've been told that they wanted to add storage to the newest turbine cluster close to Houston. The vast majority of you voted to approve it. It was over before it had begun. Obviously, a vast portion of you don't see what's coming nor listening to what's being said. All you're convinced that you must approve the system or face penalties. So you hang together around an idea that is so wrong. The fact of storage has never arisen in this process until a vote was needed to put it in place. So the company put it at the last minute and the gullible hand wavers got excited and passed it. You passed an entire study and research into putting electrical storage on site with electrical generation. These kinds of storage regularly catch fire and cause horrific contamination in thousands of acres down under the fires. The smoke that is generated is some of the most wicked contamination done by mankind. Everywhere the embers and smoke lands, the land and things on it will never be the same. Starting now, the companies that are driving all of this are beginning to fail as the costs rise. Money begins to go away and society's support begins to die. By the end of next year, the extra money will be gone and the current shenanigans will go away as the power generators die. What will remain will be taken down in time, but will take huge amounts of money from the organizational groups doing the work. So many of the earlier sites do not have any money for takedown. Like our largest urban cluster here in Vermilion County, which will cost us $260 million out of pocket. It's very simple. All clusters, regardless if they are turbines or solar collectors, never, ever produce human power it takes to make and maintain. Never. They're all net loss systems. If you want to set the stage and begin the new era of electrical generation, you need to be focused on thorium. As one of the largest and safest resources of energy on the planet, thorium can power us for well over 1,000 years. It will take about 6 years to develop a thorium that can power Vermilion County, a county that can provide places to live with a pride in making it happen. and the recognition and inspiration. Thorium, energy that makes everything work better.
Thank you, Mr. Conrad.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ty Katzenberry. I just wanted to ask and humor Ms. Lacy at this point. One quick question, she would be willing to answer that. The reason why I ask is because I've noticed already that the board has gone against your advice on legal matters. And in a particular case, and I'm asking, are you able to serve two masters when it comes between the county board and the VAC, the Veteran Assistance Commission? And if you can, give legal advice to the VAC, what would happen if there was a conflict of interest? I think that needs to be known in public so that people know how to proceed.
It's appropriate.
Sir, this is an opportunity for you to make a comment. It's not an opportunity for you to ask questions.
That's not a problem. Maybe you can let me know when it is appropriate that I can ask the Madam Lacy and County Board that question.
I'll be happy to discuss that with you after the meeting.
Outstanding. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. On the other matter I have is, our last meeting, a Miss Sabrina Kelly came in and she claimed that she was denied services because of her disability. Well, that first broke all her HIPAA laws concerning her privacy. She broke her own laws. So, being the chairman of the board, I did an audit of her account to make sure that all the facts were presented and make sure that everybody was being honest and good faith. And I came up with a couple of discrepancies. Number one, she was denied partially because of her income. She was over the income bracket. Number two, she explained herself as being full-time employee at the Veterans Affairs chairperson for the NAACP post 3009. However, when we asked her to get verification of her employment, she never delivered one. She never got a note from the NAACP stating that she was a volunteer or paid person in that position. That was part of the reason why she was denied. The other, she presented estimates for the repair of the 2012 VW EOS. The first one was in 11/2 of 23, where it was only $1,800 water pump repair. And after she blew up the engine, it went to, she turned it into the same car repair in 2/2 of 24 and needed an engine replacement for a grand total of $8,900. So that was part of her problem when the mechanic told her not to drive that car and she did anyway.
Sir?
Did we take that up while we were discussing appropriate and inappropriate? Not a problem.
Yes, we've gone over.
What's that, sir?
We went over a little bit.
Okay, I appreciate it. No, yeah, if you guys would like to hear the ending, please see me afterwards.
Anyone wish to speak? Okay, we'll move on to item 8A, which is concerning a resolution before you pertaining to the state's attorney appellate prosecutor operations. They provide a lot of important services to our state's attorney, which are outlined in the resolution. Can we have a motion to adopt the resolution, please? Mr. Vic McFadden, thank you. Second by Mr. Hawker. Any discussion or questions about this matter? Roll call, please.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Bodine,
Yes.
Boyd,
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Echo,
Yes.
Golden,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Hawker,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Tim McFadden.
Yes.
Big McFadden.
Yes.
McMahon,
Yes.
Morgan,
Yes.
Vermilion,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Steinbach,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Gary Wright,
Yes.
Otter,
Yes.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
21 yes, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
The motion is approved, the resolution is adopted. We're ready for item 8E. And I believe we have Mr. Kite available. Are you there, Mr. Kite?
I am. Can you hear me okay?
A little louder, please.
Okay. You hear me okay now?
You're better, you're getting there.
Okay.
People in the back, y'all. We're fine. We weren't hearing you badly. Go ahead, Mr. Kite.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, please go ahead, Mr. Kite.
Okay. So you do have your first item that is up here is decommissioning agreement in relation to the Vermilion Solar 3 LLC project. The important thing to keep in mind with this decommissioning agreement and the one that is up after this one is the state statute only requires them to post 10% of the decommissioning cost after 1 year of the commercial operation. In our negotiation with them, we got them to agree to post 100% for the building permit phase. So it's a more secure process for decommissioning in the event that that happens in the first 10 years of the project. Other thing to keep in mind, this project has been through the executive committee. They recommended approval of it. There was one item that we were waiting on. This would have been on last month's agenda, but we had a disagreement with the developer as to the language on the bond. The language they initially had on the bond would have made it harder for the county to claim on the surety for the bond funds. So we got that fixed. The surety now reads the way we want it to read in the benefit of the county. So that's the highlight reel for the decommissioning agreement. I'm happy to take any questions anybody might have.
Before we do that, let's have a motion to approve the resolution, please. Mr. Steinball, thank you. Second by Mr. Stark. Okay, we'll proceed with any questions concerning this item. Mr. Hawker.
Thank you. First of all, on the with solar projects in general, I would like to thank Mr. Kang, and I hope the board follows along. If we don't agree with these type of projects, this is the only chance the county has to put more restrictions on these type of projects versus if we didn't have this negotiation. Like Mr. Kay said, 10% versus 100% of the decommissioning. So I think that's very important that we consider our vote tonight. Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Roll call.
Bodine,
No.
Boyd,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Echo,
No.
Golden,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Hawker,
Yeah.
Jackson,
Nope.
Johnson,
Yes.
Tim McFadden,
Yes.
Big McFadden,
Yes.
McMahon,
Yes.
Morgan,
Yes.
Verlin,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Steinbach,
Yes.
Watson,
No.
Gary Wright,
Yes.
Otter,
Yes.
Bond,
Yes.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
17 yes, 4 no, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
The motion is approved, resolution is adopted, ready for item 8C, Mr. Kite. Oh, let's take a motion to approve 8C first, so we get. I have a motion. Mr. Stark, thank you. Second. Mr. Green, thank you. Okay, Mr. Kite, 8C.
Okay, this one, same project. This is the Pivot Energy project. The process that they have to undergo is they have to provide all documents before they can get a building permit that are required by your decommissioning, I'm sorry, by your ordinance and by the conditions of approval. You know, notable of those are things like road use agreement, decommissioning agreement. I think last month we had a livestock management plan that was up with this project. All those things have to get approved before they can then come back and ask for a building permit. Once they have satisfied the requirements of providing all of those all the documentation that's required, then the building permit should be issued to them. It then comes to you, the county board, to ensure that those items have been received. You have a checklist that we've provided that essentially runs through each item that's required before they can get the building permit. It lists the date it was received or when the agreement was approved by the county. Happy to take any questions in relation to this one.
Any questions?
Boyd,
Yes.
Butler. Yes. Echo.
No.
Golden,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Jackson,
No.
Johnson,
Yes.
Tim McFadden,
Yes.
Big McFadden,
Yes.
McMahon,
Yes.
Morgan,
Yes.
Hillman,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Steinbach,
Yes.
Watson,
No.
Gary Wright,
Yes.
Otter,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Bodine,
No.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
17 yes, 4 no, and 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Good, motion carries, the resolution adopted. We're ready for item 8D, Mr. Kelly. Let's have a motion to get that on the floor first, please. Mr. Johnson, thank you. Second by Mr. Golden, thank you. And now Mr. Kaiser.
Okay, this decommissioning agreement, very similar to the one we previously discussed. This is for the CVE US Illinois Ridge Farm 324 project. This is a project that is just west of Ridge Farm. Project has been through that special use requirement. It is, they're ultimately going to be asking for a building permit. That's next on your agenda. But before we do that, we have this decommissioning agreement to assess. We had a very lengthy back and forth with them about bond language. They, the surety they were using would not agree to the bond language that we had suggested. Ultimately, what we said is we're not going to recommend approval of this decommissioning agreement to the county board. And at that point, then they offered up a letter of credit to be the financial assurance as opposed to a bond. Financial letters of credit are generally more secure for us from the county's perspective. They're also posting 100% from the building permit stage. So same basic concept. We're getting more of a financial assurance up front at the building permit stage as opposed to having to wait 11 years before we get that 100%. But at this one, the financial assurance is in the form of a letter of credit versus a bond.
Thank you very much. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Butler.
Yes.
Echo.
No.
Golden,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Jackson,
No.
Johnson,
Yes.
Tim McFadden,
Yes.
Big McFadden,
Yes.
McMahon,
Yes.
Morgan,
Yes.
Hillman,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Steinbach,
Yes.
Watson,
No.
Gary Wright,
Yes.
Otter,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Bodine,
No.
Boyd,
Yes.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
17 yes, 4 no, and 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
We're ready for item 8E. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution identified as 8E on your agenda? Mrs. Sarr, thank you. Second. Mr. Green, thank you. All right, we're ready for your presentation on 8E.
Okay, this is also a building permit. This one is for the CVE Ridge Farm project, the one we just had a decommissioning agreement discussion on. Same process as the last one. We had a pretty lengthy back and forth with them about the building permit process, the items to produce, and they ultimately have provided all the documentation required by ordinance and your conditions. And so it's ready for the county board's vote.
Questions, comments on AP? Roll call, please.
Echo,
No.
Golden,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Hawker, Jackson,
No.
Johnson,
Yes.
Tim McFadden,
Yes.
Dick McFadden,
Yeah.
McMahon,
Yes.
Morgan,
Yes.
Quillen,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Steinwald,
Yes.
Watson,
No.
Gary Wright,
Yes.
Honor,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Bowdoin,
No.
Boyd,
Yes.
Butler,
No.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
16 yes, 5 no, and 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Motion is approved. The resolution is adopted. I just want to say before we move on that we are so fortunate to have someone with Mr. Pike's knowledge and skill negotiating on behalf of this county. And I very much appreciate your service, Mr. Pike. We're ready for item 9. Finance, personnel, progress.
Thank you. First thing up will be the financial report, which you have on your desk. Main thing I'd like to point out is the revenue versus the expense. Revenue was 18,453,000 versus expense of 29,337,000. Leaving estimated fund balance is roughly 13,197,576, which we're still positive, but I just would like to point out as I have for the 11 months prior, since I've been chairing finance committee, that is dwindling. So the other funds are pretty much the same as it has been. The one that I think that has changed the most in the last year is the amount of money that is in the animal control fund. In past years, that has been very, very low, and it's over 500,000 right now. And I will try to answer any questions on financial. Those are pretty much in each of the animal control.
Okay, we're ready for 9B then.
I would move to dispense with reading the past and remember to the combined annual budget appropriation orders for the non-departmental services, the budget amount $439,112.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. This is essentially to cover the PSP rent obligation that we had under our new lease. Any other questions or comments? Roll call.
Golden,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Hawker,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Tim McFadden, Dick McFadden,
Yeah.
McMahon,
Yes.
Morgan,
Yes.
Quillen,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Steinwald,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Gary Wright, Honor,
Yes.
Vaughn, Bowdoin,
Yeah.
Boyd,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Echo,
Yes.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
21 yes, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Motion carries. The ordinance is adopted. Ready for Mr. Eckel and item 10, please.
Yeah.
We have one resolution from the transportation tonight is for the Royal Road Bridge replacement. And the Transportation Committee has already passed this. So I would ask if we dispense with the reading and vote for its passage, Mr. Chairman.
Very well, Mr. Chairman. We have a motion. Is there a second to this? Mr. Johnson, thank you. Questions or comments about the item 10A? Roll call.
Green.
Yes.
Hawker. Jackson.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Tim McFadden.
Yes.
Dick McFadden. McMahon.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Vermillion.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Steinbach.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
Gary Wright.
Yes.
Potter. Yes. Bodine.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Echo.
Yes.
Golden.
Yes.
Steve Miller.
Yes.
21 yes, 6 absent, Mr. Chairman.
Motion carries. The resolution is approved. Thank you for the award. That's
Yeah.
okay. Not aware of any items under section 11. We'll move on to item 12. Apparently, we had no birthdays in November. Can't explain that. Any committee chair comments, Mr. Walker?
No comments, we'll have a meeting this month, thank you.
Mr. Henderson is enjoying New York City. Mrs. Hoag is taking care of her screaming child. Mr. Steinball.
We will meet in December.
Delightful. Mr. Golden.
Public safety will not meet tomorrow.
Thank you. Mr. Eckel.
I'm looking at the chief, man, are we gonna meet in December, Chairman?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Meet him in.
Could go either way.
Yeah, I see that. Mr. Johnson.
Nothing but happy Veterans Day to my fellow veterans last week.
Well, I have a few comments to make. First of all, I'd like to join with the finance chairman's compliments to our many people who participated in the development of the budget this year and the levy. We have superior office holders and department heads in our county. We are quite blessed. And people who are genuinely concerned about the welfare of our county and the people who live here. We're very fortunate that both of them are very anxious to try to be conservative in their spending. And I think that's reflected in the fact that we've been able to hold our levy rate where it's been for some period of time. The parent committees have been active this year with their various departments, office holders. And they deserve credit for the work that they put in on this. Certainly, I want to give credit to the finance committee in general, and Mr. Hopper in particular, who I know has worked very closely with many office holders, departments, to in particular try to unburden our general fund by having some of our programs picked up by what we call specialty funds. Certainly, Cassie Carter and Jennifer Jenkins have done a great job. They have a rookie chairman this year, so I'm sure it's more difficult for them to bring me along, and I do appreciate all the time and the attention they've given to these matters. I want to thank Nancy Booth for working closely with me regarding the situation we had with Health Alliance, the efforts we put in to be sure we had the right broker. And the fact that we got the right broker is exhibited by the results of that broker's recommendation and the monies that we were able to save. So much thanks goes to Nancy for that big component, probably the biggest thing that we had in our budget. And no small credit goes to her for that. She and Meg Jacobson had to enroll roughly 400 employees in a new health program in about 30 days, and that was a Herculean task which they performed very ably. So credit goes to Nancy and that. It was a learning experience for me. I'm sure I made mistakes. Good news is, I think they're all correctable. And, we have, moved forward in advancing our negotiations with the organized employees. We're on just the initial stages of that, but there have been meetings that have taken place. And of course, you will want to hear the results of those things. But I do want to thank everyone who's participated in the budget process. On a few other subjects, the Centrica project is nearing its end. Jennifer Jenkins, Kyle Richards, and myself recently met with the Centrica representatives to identify any remaining aspects of those contracts that need to be completed before we can say that all is done. The main items that were identified were painting the windows and the doors of this Cannon building. Centrica had suggested that our contracts with them were silent about who would be responsible for the expense of painting the windows and the doors. And Ms. Jenkins and I lightly resisted Centrica's suggestion that they have the cost to the tune of $90,000. The result was Centrica didn't pay the full cost. And we hope that by December the 9th, we will have substantial completion of the project. It can be sort of being punch list items, but they've been working very furiously the last 3 weeks to complete the painting. Number two, I have recently received a request from Bud Poole to subdivide what is known as Lakewood Estates out on Penny Road. I have some concerns about this request. I won't publicly address them tonight, other than to say I will be responding to this request. Anything I want to mention is regarding the seeking of a small nuclear reactor for Vermilion County. I'm in total support of such an inquiry. We have one of the key ingredients in the federal government's search for places to have such a facility. One of them is counties, areas who have power plants that are not operational. We have one that we do. And I want to thank Mr. Jackson for leading this effort. However, it is my opinion that this is an inquiry better led by Vermilion Advantage. And I hope Vermilion Advantage will pursue this matter. I've spoken with them several times. I think they're genuinely interested in it. I had talked at great length with Mr. Mayor this summer about them forming a committee and the fact that I wanted to make some recommendations for that committee. And we seem to be making great progress until we didn't. I have submitted several names for inclusion on any committee that Vermilion Advantage decides that they want to form. Any action that needs to be taken by this county, I think we can take very promptly through our executive committee. And so I just don't think that this is right in our core. And to be completely candid, we've got enough on our plate already, in my opinion. But I do support the project as far as at least inquiring and finding out if the community supports it. I believe it will enjoy support in the community. Fourth, the delinquent property tax trustee program is in a very difficult posture presently. I anticipate bringing a resolution to the board as soon as possible to resolve issues concerning expenses that Vermilion Advantage has incurred on behalf of Vermilion County. This is still a work in progress, but you can expect that we will be presenting something to you in the not too distant future. Next, I want to address the Department of Animal Regulations. Director Ryan has, with my guidance, been working with the staff of the city of Danville to update the rates called for in our intergovernmental agreement with the city. It is anticipated that there will be some rate revisions addressed by the city's applicable committee this coming Tuesday, a week from tonight. And if that committee advances the recommendations to the full city council, those will be taken up on December the 2nd. If the city does approve those rate increases, I intend to bring to your agenda on December the 9th for passage. And hopefully, we will achieve our goal of increasing the revenue for that department by a very substantial amount. I'm also happy to report that discussions with donor in this community are progressing. Things are complicated because of cash flow problems or cash flow limitations, I should say, as to when funds can be available to us. And there are a lot of considerations to be given with respect to how those funds would be put to use. But it's still a little too early to make any public announcements, but I am quite pleased with the discussions that are going forward. But mildly, it's complicated. Last thing I want to do is we wish you a very happy and thankful Thanksgiving. We've been very busy the last several months on lots of items, and appreciate everyone's patience and cooperation. Are there any comments from any? Mr. Jackson?
Mr. Chairman, county board members and friends, family, everybody else who has come here in the county. You see that I have asked you to take a look at some very cursory data about a small modular reactor. This is by no means exhaustive. It is a thumbnail sketch. There are a lot more things to be put together. If we look at something like phase 1 alone, we're looking at the Newtown power plant site, usually known as the Vermilion station. Is this location useful for an SMR? You gotta ask that question. There are issues around the present site ownership. There are issues around coal ash that's present right there. There are issues around the site itself because of its proximity to the middle fork of the Vermilion River. There are issues around the condition of the buildings, the equipment, and future site development. If we do not use that site, we need another one that's very clear and close to it. It can't be 40 miles away. Has to be relatively close for all of the transmission lines and the different things that come into play. I doubt any of us on this board are qualified to make these determinations for the county's benefit. So we're going to need some purchase services somewhere. Somebody's going to have to come in and speak to this stuff. Do we want to try and pay for these kind of expenses from funds at the county level? Sometimes when we're looking at expenses in our own homes, we might pay out of pocket for our groceries and our gasoline rather than put them on a card that charges interest and save interest payments for bigger purchases. Question does need to be asked. Money will be required. Small modular reactors don't fall out of the sky into our laps at no cost to us. We want to approach Washington, D.C. You have a little bit of a handout regarding such things. We want to approach Springfield for a municipal bond issue of some kind or another, say for utility. Do we want a private investment group of local or national businesses? Chairman Miller's expressed his interest in Vermilion Advantage, and they may be a good place to start. I would like to know how much they're willing to lay on the table without coming back to us for it. They're already coming back for some cash, and probably rightly so. But we are not so well flushed and well heeled in Vermilion County that we can just constantly lay money on the table. This board's going to have to think about those things, and we're going to have to come up with some kind of answer if we're ever gonna get a small modular reactor here. Really do believe. And that's just phase one, and it isn't exhaustive. Put your thumb in that, we'll come back to it, or you can catch me afterwards. But there's nobody here in this room, other than Chairman Miller, that's seen this book or even knows what it is. So I'm gonna take less than 1 minute, you can hold your watch on me to tell you. It's a book about the first nuclear submarine. It didn't come out until 1960 because even though the sub came out about 1951, we didn't tell the Soviets a bunch about it. From that day to this, our Navy has been using nuclear reactors, and they've been very safe. We do not have sailors dying from nuclear poisoning. They walk all over the place, and they do quite nicely when they discharge. So I believe that the company that makes the small modular reactors is the same as what there are many companies that make small modular reactors. The company that makes the reactors for the United States Navy uses 70% of that data for the construction of their small modulars. I would like that company to be the one Vermilion County approaches and uses because of the high quality safety issues that they've had for so long. I wouldn't just take anybody who sells reactors. I would want a proven name. And 75 years worth of track record with Uncle Sam's a pretty good record. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Thank the board members and everyone else.
Any other comments?
I just would like to share good news from my district, so I take this opportunity to congratulate our Westfield Tigers football team for successful 11-1 season. And parents in the Elite Eight. Also like to recognize Cleveland Ethan Miller on being named All State. Congratulations. Always a great team.
Anyone else? Okay, get ready for item 13. There are some appointments that are before you. Like to have a motion to approve the appointments from someone, please. Mr. Hawker, thank you. Second. Mr. Watson, thank you. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those ayes have it. The appointments have been approved. You have before you the announcements of appointments for the month of February 26. And those are given to give you an opportunity to weigh in on some of the servant on those committees. We are now, I think, ready for item 14 and a motion to adjourn. Mrs. Butler, thank you. Second. Mr. Watson, thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye.